What if the healthy fruits you've been eating for years are actually draining your strength after 60? Let's rethink your fruit bowl starting now. Let me set the scene. Dr. Hinohara and Dr. Grant, the host, start by challenging one of the most deeply held beliefs in nutrition, that fruit is always good for you no matter your age. For decades, we've been told to eat more fruit, that it's nature's candy, packed with antioxidants and fiber. But as Dr. Hinohara explains, the aging body is not the same as a young one. Our metabolism slows, our blood vessels become more fragile, and our muscles need more support. What once gave us energy and vitality can, after 60, start to drain it. The culprit, according to Dr. Hinohara, isn't just sugar in general, but specifically fructose, the type of sugar found in high amounts in many fruits. Fructose is processed differently from glucose. It's handled by the liver. And as we age, the liver's efficiency drops. This can lead to a buildup of uric acid, which interferes with nitric oxide production. Nitric oxide is crucial for relaxing and expanding blood vessels. So when you don't have enough, your circulation suffers. The result? Less blood flow to your legs, slower muscle repair, and a gradual decline in leg strength. You might not even notice it at first. Maybe your legs feel a little heavier, or you get tired faster when walking. But over time, these small changes add up, and suddenly you're wondering why you don't feel as steady or strong as you used to. The first fruit Dr. Hinohara calls out is grapes. Now, I know what you're thinking. Grapes are supposed to be heart healthy, right? They're full of antioxidants, easy to snack on, and seem harmless. But here's the catch. Grapes are extremely high in fructose, and they're easy to overeat because they don't really fill you up. You can pop a handful, then another, and before you know it, you've eaten the sugar equivalent of several candy bars. For seniors, this can be a real problem. The liver gets overwhelmed, uric acid goes up, nitric oxide goes down, and your blood vessels start to narrow. It's like trying to water your garden with a pinched hose. The legs don't die, but they stop thriving. Dr. Hinohara says that in Japanese medicine, foods aren't labeled good or bad, but are judged by how they behave in the body. Grapes, while natural, act like fuel without direction for older adults, which is not what your legs need if you want to stay strong and mobile. Next up, bananas. Bananas have this reputation for being gentle, full of potassium, and even medicinal in some cultures. But Dr. Hinohara points out that they're also high in simple carbohydrates. For seniors, especially those with insulin resistance, a super common issue after 60, bananas can cause big swings in blood sugar. There's a 2016 study in the journal Nutrients that backs this up. Even so-called medium glycemic fruits like bananas can cause microvascular stress in older adults, especially when eaten alone or with a low-protein, low-fat meal. What does that mean in real life? You get a quick sugar rush, then a crash, and your blood vessels and muscles pay the price. In Japan, bananas are rarely eaten alone. They're paired with fermented dairy or nuts to slow down the sugar hit. But in the West, a lot of seniors grab a banana with coffee or toast for breakfast, then wonder why they feel shaky or weak by mid-morning. It's not just getting older, it's your body under stress from the wrong kind of fuel. Then there's pineapple, which is often praised for its anti-inflammatory enzyme bromelain. But Dr. Hinohara urges us to look at the whole fruit, not just the headlines. Pineapple is high in both fructose and acidic compounds. As we age, the lining of our blood vessels becomes more fragile, and too much sugar, especially fructose, can cause inflammation. The acidity of pineapple can also irritate the gut lining, which messes with nutrient absorption. When you put these two stresses together, the body can start to retain fluid, especially in the legs. This isn't just a cosmetic issue. Fluid retention impairs oxygen delivery to muscles and slows recovery after exercise. A 2019 study in clinical interventions in aging found that even mild fluid retention in the lower limbs is linked to slower walking speed and higher fall risk in seniors. Dr. Hinohara's advice? Pay attention to your own body. If you notice swelling, tightness, or muscle fatigue after eating pineapple, it might be time to cut back. Watermelon is another fruit that seems innocent after all. It's mostly water, sweet, and easy to chew, but it's extremely high on the glycemic index. which means it gets absorbed super quickly and causes a rapid surge in blood glucose. For seniors with impaired glucose regulation, this can be destabilizing. Watermelon is also low in fiber, protein, and fat, so it doesn't help you feel full or support muscle repair. Dr. Hinohara explains that your legs don't just need sugar for movement, they need steady fuel and nutrients for muscle recovery. Eating too much watermelon can even dilute essential electrolytes like magnesium and potassium, leading to cramping. Research in the Journal of Nutrition, Health, and Aging shows that muscle cramping in seniors often correlates with low micronutrient density, especially when diets are high in watery fruits and low in minerals. Dr. Hinohara's tip: if you eat watermelon, pair it with something nutrient-dense, like a boiled egg or a handful of sesame seeds, to anchor the sugar and minerals. Dried fruit is another big one. Think raisins, dates, dried mango. Dried fruit is basically sugar concentrate, and it's easy to eat a lot without realizing it. For aging bodies with compromised insulin sensitivity or thinner capillary walls, these sugar spikes can damage the inner lining of your blood vessels, limiting the nutrients that reach your lower limbs. Dried fruit is also easy to overeat, and your body doesn't really care whether the sugar comes from nature or a factory. Dr. Hinohara isn't saying dried fruit is evil, but for many seniors, it's just too fast, too dense, and too easy to overconsume. This can lead to fatigue and instability in the legs, especially when eaten as a snack without enough protein or fat to slow absorption. Fruit juice is another culprit, and Dr. Hinohara includes even freshly squeezed orange juice in this warning. The problem isn't the source, it's the form. Juice strips away the fiber, leaving only liquid sugar that enters the bloodstream almost instantly, and always pairing fruit with a source of protein or healthy fat. He also draws on Japanese longevity practices, which emphasize variety, moderation, and eating with the seasons. The key is to move away from mindless snacking and toward mindful nourishment, listening to your body, adjusting your habits, and giving your muscles and blood vessels the support they need to keep you strong and independent as you age. In closing, Dr. Hinohara reminds us that aging well isn't about rigid rules or deprivation. It's about understanding what your body truly needs and making simple, powerful changes, one habit at a time. If you've been eating healthy but still feel tired, weak, or unstable on your feet, it might be time to look at your fruit bowl with fresh eyes. That's it for today's deep dive. If you found this episode eye-opening, let me know in the comments. Have you noticed changes in your strength or energy after eating certain fruits? What swaps have worked for you? And if you want more science-backed advice on aging well, mobility, and nutrition, don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell for weekly episodes. Remember, always consult your healthcare provider before making significant changes to your diet, especially if you have existing health conditions. Stay strong, stay curious, and I'll see you in the next one.